Hello, dear boomers. Yesterday I did a tour of my garden and I explained that today I would show you what I've been doing. I couldn't do it all, of course. I need to take a rest at the moment. But I used my new little chainsaw that I got on TikTok, and I'm sure if you are on TikTok, you may know what I mean. It's a great little tool. But I decided to let it go for now, and I'll show you more later as I go. But I'm going to show you what I did. First of all, I want to introduce you to my dog Pearl, who is my favorite little older dog. Hi, honey. I say hi. She saw me through the whole pandemic after my husband's death. Here I have to show you my little beautiful Maso, who's playing with his ball. But let's see. So far, here's a hose I got on TikTok, the best hose I've ever had in my life. And I will be doing more mowing. I cut down a bunch of stuff here with the new little chainsaw. And I need to do some mowing here. But here, of course, is our daily dose of hibiscus. Beautiful, beautiful hibiscus. Beautiful, beautiful hibiscus. And as you can see, coming over this way, I still have to cut that down. I cut down all of that. That was not there yesterday. And then I have a lot more to pull over. And these are all mulberry trees. But now I can almost walk through there. It's a nice little pathway. And it's a nice breeze day. I have to move that over to I can walk through here. I couldn't do that yesterday. And here's the freshly mowed area. I don't think I need to fill this up. My bird bath. And look at all of this. Wow. Unbelievable. It looks like this stuff has been cut down. I have to put it all over on the pile. And we'll pick it up later. Here we go. For instance, here's this and this and this. We can actually walk around here. Yeah. And here's a whole bunch that's been cut down here. And you get the idea, right? It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think I just mentioned that this was a mulberry tree that was covering my bedroom window. I need a new screen up there because one time I locked myself out of the house and I had to go through that window. Here we have my beautiful gourds. And let me put this back in. And there's just so much to capture here. These beautiful leaves. These beautiful leaves. The gourds are absolutely fantastic. Here's one. Here's one. Here's one. Oh, here's that green one I was showing you earlier, but for some reason the whole screen went white, so I had to reboot. And here's something that has to be put up on a vine catcher. I will do that after we're done here. And I mowed all that in here. I guess Maso decided to bring this outside, as he usually does. He's such a silly boy. Okay, so anyway, today's a beautiful day. There's quite the breeze. And I can't do the whole job at once because I just started to get shaky. And I don't think it's necessary to do everything at once. Hi, little Masa. Everything can be done in its own time, including everything in life. It doesn't have to be done all at once because it's a false sense of productivity if that's what you're doing. Here's a nice vantage point. Oh, there he goes into his new arena. And there's that hibiscus. There's my Jerusalem artichoke. Yeah, I have more to do, of course. That mulberry tree there is behind all the poke. I told you yesterday that the poke berries are beloved by the birds in the area. The birds love pokeberries more than they love blueberries, if that can be imagined, but it's true. Pokeberries are actually toxic to humans, so we do not eat them, and Maso does not eat them, and Pearlie does not eat them. There's that beautiful oak tree. So I feel very, very happy today. It's a nice Sunday, trying to stay away from the internet. I actually did do some retweeting today concerning the wonderful creative people on Twitter, or x.com. So are we tweeting now, or is it Xing? What are we doing? Not tweeting? Are we Xing? But I've been on Twitter since 2007, as advised to me by a former mentor, and I have not regretted it. Usually I do tweet out all of my videos on there. And just this morning, I actually was looking for a video to make into a blog yesterday, and I couldn't find it, but I found it on Twitter, so I'm going to make that into a blog next week at the end of maybe Friday this week. And it's about how the universe wants us to be happy. The universe doesn't want us to be fighting. It doesn't want us to embrace authoritarianism or dictatorship. We have to realize that happiness is an inside job, and it sometimes does require us to get active in the world to make it a better place. You know, I think that if every day we did something to make democracy stronger in our own lives, that would be a good use of time, interspersed with all the other things that we do. It is so important to realize that I had maybe mentioned yesterday, I don't know if I did or not, but that I did recently, that democracy is something I completely avoided and denied because of the impending authoritarian takeover of Donald Trump. When Biden dropped out was the way to change everything. And I know that makes all those Trumpies really mad, but it shows that the Democrats can play chess. It shows that they know what to do to change the trajectory. It was not a coup. The only coup that ever happened recently was January 6, 2021. It was a strategic move to make sure that we, as Democrats, could beat the authoritarianism that was almost ready to happen because of that assassination attempt and because of Trump constantly berating and bullying Joe Biden, and because, of course, of Biden's performance in the debate, which didn't help him at all, didn't help his chances of winning. You know, all my years of watching debates, and there have been many, although I must say, Nixon's performance over Kennedy, John F. Kennedy, back in the early 60s, did make him lose that election or help. Oh, of course, you know, he was a crook, and people, after all, didn't want to vote for a crook. But he was not as much a crook as Donald Trump. How he has orchestrated this strange cult that he actually, and I think he must, I wonder if he consciously did it, or is he just, I guess he consciously did it. I just don't understand it. But I was watching a cult expert on mea culpa, today on Midas Touch with Michael Cohen, who is one of those guys who was caught up in the Trump cult, became a whistleblower, went to jail when Donald Trump should have been the one to go to jail. So he is an expert on cults as well. You know, Michael Cohen, in my opinion, is a hero because he was able to make the change that he needed to change. Now he has a huge following on Midas Touch. He himself is on that network, and he has several podcasts, and he has his own channel and that kind of thing. People really love Michael Cohen, and it's not just because he's Michael Cohen. I mean, I think in and of himself he's a little abrasive, but he has done great things. He broke through the cult of Donald Trump. So this gentleman who was on his program today was originally a Moonie. A Moonie. I forgot all about Moon. Cults are easy to get involved in. I never was in one more than maybe a day. I don't think I was ever in one. But all I want to do is garden and do videos and talk about consciousness, as well as build and take a few minutes every day to strengthen our American democracy. And really, that's about it. Simplify my life in that way and be a good citizen to this country. There'll be a video that shows up here. Take a look at it. And until tomorrow, bye-bye. I gotta go lie down now. Bye-bye.